Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on a beautiful day in Southwest Florida in Lee County. My name is Cecil Pendergrass. I'm currently the Vice Chairman of the Board of County Commissioners. I'd like to welcome you here for our celebration. This is a park that's been here over 50 years. It's one of the oldest parks in Lee County. It was named after one of our original directors here of Lee County Parks and Rec. So if I don't know who's been here before as a child or as a kid in youth sports, played here before besides Christine and Roger. And so Julie, a lot of people use this park. I know I played football here back in the early 70s, late 70s, early 80s. From Canterbury, we played private school football here. So it's a great park. I'd like to also recognize Lieutenant Canfield here from the Sheriff's Department, Commander Daniel Cotes here from the Sheriff's Department, and we have South Trail Fire Department here. Chief Chris Wolf here. I know they got the truck here. They're here today representing the community. We have a lot of patrons here at Brooks Park, too. I'd like to recognize all the youth organizations that call Brooks Park home. Shout out to the Gulf Coast Crush, Gulf Coast Monarchs, the Gulf Coast Waves, youth baseball teams, and the Fellowship Lions youth football team. Additionally, the adult organized leagues for baseball, softball, and football who use the park amenities to host practices and games. Pickleball players from all around Lee County. Special shout out to Julie Scott, who's here today. She is the ambassador at large with USA Pickleball and a certified instructor who has been teaching pickleball in Lee County for more than 8 years. And she just told me today they have learner programs, so I'll probably start playing pickleball here soon. Contractors, Kimberly Horn Associates, our consultant, AIM Construction, Contracting LLC, and our construction company for the job. Also, Parks and Recreation Department. All the Park and Rec employees, raise your hand. Jesse, where's all your crew at? You know, throughout the community, I constantly get complimented, not just this park, but Ruttenberg Parks and all the parks in Lee County, our staff here, you guys do an amazing job. So thank you to all the work. When I talk to parents and the coaches, the kids, they love our parks. And obviously, you see Lee County's investment, what we're putting back in Parks and Rec. We appreciate your employees, our employees. We appreciate the parks. You know, this past couple years, Lee County has invested millions of extra dollars in this park and throughout Lee County. We're going to continue doing so. I'd like to say also, like I said, this park was built in 1973, originally known as Page Park. It was renamed in 1982 for former Lee County Parks and Rec Director Jerry Brooks. This project was a $1.7 million project which features a sunshade structure for pickleball courts, new restrooms and upgrades for existing restrooms, and nearly 200 additional parking spots. If you've been around here for a while, you remember the parking was always something else. It was always something, I know we had a lot of people in the community here at Page Park constantly complaining about the parking, but what an improvement this is now. Sidewalks and landscaping improvements. As you can see, the park has baseball, softball fields, football fields, pickleball courts, nice view of the Page Field, picnic shelters, and the park is also host to youth and adult athletic leagues. I'd like to recognize some of my guests. None of this would be available today if it wasn't for my colleagues. And unfortunately, Commissioner Mann, Commissioner Wayne, our chairman, is not able to make it here this morning. They have prior commitments. Commissioner Wayne's out in Captiva in a meeting. But I'd like to introduce Commissioner Sandelli first to speak.
Good afternoon. I just talked to my sister up in Connecticut 5 minutes ago, and it was 41 degrees. She goes, "How's it down there?" I said, "We live in Florida." But it makes you realize how fortunate we are to live here. And as we continue to grow as a county, the addition of new parks and the renovation of old parks is so important to creating a community and allowing us to grow in a number of different ways. So, and I told everybody, if we have days like this, we don't even have to schedule an event. Just everybody come out, bring your bat and your ball. I have first place. I'm picking Jesse. He's on my team. But thank you for everybody. It's a great addition. It's a pleasure, and enjoy the day and the coming weekend. Thanks.
And next, I'd like to recognize Commissioner Brian Hammond.
Thank you, Vice Chair Pendergrass. Thank you again. I appreciate you making sure that you mentioned all of the wonderful staff and contractors who worked on this project. You know, this is a project I remember a couple of, probably about 6 or 7 months ago, before we started the renovation, we had just voted to approve the project. I was at a women's club meeting across the street here at one of the restaurants, and some of the women grabbed me after the meeting and said, "Hey, we want you to know about this park across the street, this Brooks Park." And I said, "Okay, well, what about it?" And they said, "Well, it just really didn't live up to the standards that we had set for our Parks and Rec department here in Lee County." And I came out and I took a look and I walked it with Jesse Lavender, and we agreed 100% that we definitely had something that could make this place better. And the project got kicked off, and I have to tell you, Jesse, Roger, our county manager. This project came out even better than we could have imagined. I've gotten nothing but great comments from the public too, and this is what it's all about. This is why Commissioner Pendergrass and Commissioner Sandelli and myself serve, to try and be responsive to you all, to help make sure that we're taking good care of your community and giving you guys the amenities that ultimately give you the best quality of life in the state of Florida. So thanks again for the opportunity and your support.
Thank you, Commissioners. Appreciate it, your support. And I'd like to introduce our staff. Roger Desjardins here, our county manager. Dave Harner's here, I believe, and Pete Winton's here. Glenn, I saw him too also. And all our construction companies and sub-partners that have been partners in the community. Next, I'd like to ask Jesse to come up and say a few words.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. This really is a great accomplishment. You know, I did grow up basically right behind you on these fields, as well as Commissioner Pendergrass apparently back in the 70s. I'd like to thank Kimley Horn and AIM Engineering for their work on this project. Really, job well done. I would, of course, like to thank our board for the support of Parks and Recreation. I'd like to thank our county manager for all the guidance and support he provides to Parks and Recreation. And I'd like to really thank the staff, because without you, the public enjoyment of this park is just not possible. So thank you, everybody, for coming, and enjoy it for many years to come.
Great. Again, thank you for everybody coming out and the people in the community for showing up this way. Alex Florka, Cynthia here, I've known for many years, and she's one of the moms, sports moms here. I'd like to have you come up with us to the ribbon cutting too. I appreciate it. Again, so we're going to have some contractors now come forward, the elected officials and dignitaries, and Julie, if you could, join us for the ribbon cutting for the park.
So we're going to cut the ribbon right here.
Cynthia is one of the moms that contacted me years ago about the park.
Okay, so we're going to do a face cut and then a real cut.
Okay. Yeah. So just hold it down. We'll do all three, but I should cut it down. Count of three. Ready? One, two.